sun. Creatures of the evening, we ain't listening to reason. You can find us at a rock club where the good weather's the season. With a cop tab, trouble in our eyes. When the crowd turns up, do not be surprised. Talk is cheap and good looks fake, but the open road is here to stay. My life fits in a nylon sack, so I keep my suitcase packed. I said I keep my suitcase packed.
Don't know where you came from or where you're going. All I know is your birthday is in March, and I hope you find down under what you're looking for. And when you come home, you will ring me, 'cause I wanna get chickens drunk with you, kiss you under the stars, near the shores of old Havana, by the light of a jealous moon. I wanna go Hemingway on you, drink till we stumble home, into a bed of white sheets that whisper I love you. Wanna get chickens drunk with you.
And now, coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios, Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou.
I like the steel drums played with the steel guitar. I go to honky tonks and to tiki bars. I like girls in bikinis and wearing tight blue jeans. I like the fiddle played with marimba thrown in, and the conga drum beat behind the mandolin. I was raised in the country but still love the sound of the sea. I wear a cowboy hat with my bathing suit. I'm just a country boy who likes to sit under a palm tree. I'm not all mixed up, I just like my music. Tropical country.
Oh, yeah. What night is it? It's Hump Day! Welcome to Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou right here on Tiki Man Radio. We're coming to you live from the Chocolate Bar Studios here in beautiful Harrison Bay, overlooking the majestic Chickamauga. And, of course, we are broadcasting live here at Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, and on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel, courtesy of the MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. Our show is brought to you by JBL Legends Travel. JBL Legends Travel is your hookup whenever you're planning your next getaway. So give them a call at 732-831-5200. Also, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is your premier charter service in Key West. When you go to Key West and you want to get out there on the water, give GTS Charters a call at 305-916-0990. And also Remnant Stew Podcast. Remnant Stew Podcast dives into everything strange and bizarre. So ditch the negativity, dive into bizarre. Remnant Stew Podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts. How are you, everybody out there, doing tonight? We're going to have a great show. We got some special guests in the studio, so we are certainly going to have a blast. But, of course, my partner in crime, as always, Laura Lou's in the house.
Hey, everybody.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I haven't talked to you. I know we say that every week. I have not talked to you.
I know.
But I
get
literally
in
have not
trouble
talked
all
to
the
you.
time because I just don't communicate things.
No.
Y'all should see it. It's bad.
You spend more time on the phone with the kids than you do talking to me, and I'm sitting right beside you. So
Well, but if I didn't do that, you would never find out anything. So
that is a conversation for another day. we'll just leave it at that. And of course, our guests in studio tonight, we have their Mr. Zach Chastain. And, of course, some of you may recognize Slayton Dooley over here in the corner as well.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing tonight, Zach?
I'm good.
Well,
glad to be here.
Welcome to the show. We hope to learn a little bit more about you tonight, because that's what we do here at the Artist Spotlight is let people know, what makes you tick, what got you into music, and hopefully get to have you play a few more tunes for us. All right. But before we dive into everything, how about we welcome everybody to the show?
Cowboy throwdown here in H-Town, where we're stronger than a hurricane. From miles around, the best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. It's a Houston tradition, 4-H, FFA, and Go Texan. And you can bet, son, it's gonna be around a long, long time. When these riders and ropers give it their best, we'll show them how loud the hometown crowd can get. 'Cause tonight, y'all, we all got a little bit of cowboy deep inside. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the stars light up the night underneath that Texas sky. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
A little Kojo for you. Cody Johnson, which coincidentally has the #1 song on the Billboard Country Charts this week. So we will talk about that a little while later. So, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's get some quick shout outs to say hello to whoever's listening out there.
I want to say hello to Maureen Benfield. She's out there.
Hey,
she
Maureen.
She's no golden, but she's grilling dinner. I'm a little jealous. You grilled some burgers for me the other night, though.
I did.
Mr. Callie McCool is out there. Say hey to
Callie,
you.
out there in California, which of course he is Mr. McCool, and the student crew out there in California surfs up on Tuesdays here on Tiki Man Radio.
He's doing some landscaping. Said he's got a spandex on and an IPA on tap.
I don't know if I want to see that.
More power to you, Callie. Listen, as a girl, there is nothing wrong with some spandex as long as it's to hold my fat in. And then G-Raff is out there. Hello to G-Raff. Little Grayson is feeling better today, so
that's good.
That makes me happy. And Miss Patty Smith is here, of course.
Hey, Patty.
Miss Patty, we love you. So she is tuning in tonight. It's okay that you're a little late. You caught our earlier video, so we'll forgive you.
Yes, yes.
And earlier, on our earlier video, Miss Jackie Tiani tuned in.
Hey, Jackie.
So hey to Jackie. And Nana was listening to our earlier video.
Hello, Nana.
Yeah. And they're up there in Ohio, so want to send love to them. And then, of course, our new friend, Kim.
Yes.
She tuned in to the pre-video that we did. And
hopefully she's listening right now.
yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about Sean. We got to meet them both this last weekend up in Helen, Georgia.
At the Alpine Songwriters Festival.
Yes,
So,
it was amazing, and we need to introduce y'all because I'm telling you, Sean is an amazing person, great songwriter, great singer. We had so much fun up there.
Awesome.
And
Is that all we got
it
right
for
at the
now?
moment? All right.
Oh, and I
awesome.
want to say hey to the ambassador. I don't know how I almost
How
missed
did
Michelle,
you forget
but
the ambassador?
I know.
How did you forget the ambassador?
I don't know.
Hello, Michelle.
That's a sin.
Well, of course, the man of the hour is Mr. Zach Chastain over there in the corner with the dark shades on.
Looking all country over there.
Of course, Zach Chastain, and it's the Cosmic Strangers now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll just dive right into it.
Well, I don't know really where to get started with myself. I mean, I can go pretty far back. So.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Yeah,
Let's start that.
Well, I'm from Chatsworth, Georgia, originally. Grew up there, and then live just north of there right now. I'm in Crandall now, so I'm like 10 minutes from Cleveland. So,
I got you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But we're pretty much based out of Cleveland, you know.
Awesome. So how long have you been involved in music? What got you started in it?
Well, my grandpa and uncle and pretty much a lot of my family always did music and everything, so I've been around it my whole life. Mm-hmm. And I was forced into it from an early age, and then I've grown to, start playing myself and everything, and just never stopped since I was like 12 years old. I always played guitar and various other instruments,
So at what moment did you realize, hey, I want to be a country music star?
I mean, that goes as far back to being like 6 years old, riding in the car, passenger seat with mom, going down the road, listening to, I think it was US 101 back then. I think they still had that back then. But yeah, listening to those songs back then, just sitting in the passenger seat, dreaming one day, I'm going to be famous.
So you picked up a guitar and started strumming at it, right?
Yeah, I didn't start playing until I was about 12, but yeah, that was an early dream, early on.
So here you are, you're well on your way of trying to pick away like everybody else, and trying to fight through all that the artists have to go through to take your little piece of the pie. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a long, hard road.
That it is.
I think every musician will agree with you there.
It's our get-rich-slow scheme.
Yeah.
So what kind of musical influences do you have?
Early on, I had real classic country stuff. Like my grandpa was super into like Jerry Lee Lewis and Hank Williams and stuff like that. And then my uncle, he was still into that kind of stuff.
The good old days.
Yeah. And then but my dad also had some stuff like Steve Miller Band, and some stuff like that. And I would listen to both of those. And I've always loved that Southern rock and country and stuff like that sound,
Yeah, I know we've seen you play live a few times now, and I've seen where you gravitated a lot toward the outlaw country. Is that you have?
Yeah, kind of. I guess you can call it that, yeah.
Or is it red dirt country?
Red dirt country.
I haven't quite caught on what the difference is.
There's so many subgenres now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just call it country music.
You just say you say country music now. It has to be all inclusive.
If it has phaser in it, yeah, that's what we play.
Yeah.
So the Cosmic Strangers. That's something new. Because I know when we saw you was just frontlining as a solo artist with a backup band, and now you're the front man of the Cosmic Strangers. Is that?
Yeah. That's
so I understand it correctly.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. In the beginning, we were still trying to form a band, so it was just me. I did acoustic stuff in the beginning, and then Slayton was the first one to come on, and then we still just played as my name, and then eventually we got the rest of the band together, and our sound kind of developed, and then we, came up with the Cosmic Strangers.
Right, and of course the new album just came out.
Yeah.
I've listened to every bit of it.
Oh, really?
It's different.
Yeah.
And it's one of those
In a good way, yeah.
In a good way, because when you sit there and somebody says, "Well, what's it like?" And I says, it's kind of hard. I'm like, well, it's country with maybe
like
a little
psychedelic
bit of, with a little bit of funk. With
It's punchy.
Punchy
and groovy.
Yeah, because it's one of those ones where it literally leaves you speechless on trying to describe it, which makes it very unique.
Yeah.
Which I think is very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. We didn't specifically go for that, but we're glad it turned out like that. It pretty much everybody brought their own thing to the table, and at the end of the day, that's just what it sounded like, and we liked it. We all liked it. So
now, is there a certain? I've heard a term, and I've been talking about it for a couple weeks, and I cannot remember. Is it cosmic country, or like there's a new another subgenre? Yeah.
I mean, Daniel Donato, he kind of started that the cosmic country thing, and that's, I don't know, you could call it like outlaw. Kinda, it's just like heavy phaser, like Waylon used to do, and like
it sounds a lot more vintage as far as guitar riffs go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's new music, but
Retro,
it sounds
late
it sounds
'60s,
retro.
early '70s kind of sound. Yeah.
Well, that is awesome. Now, the songs that are on the album, did you write them or?
Yeah, all those on that album right there, I wrote.
He wrote all the lyrics. And the chord
really
progressions,
cool.
and the band just punched it up, and we added our own little
mainly
flavor.
The chord progressions. The band kind of pitched in here and there on some different stuff, but
so everybody just contributed in to get that full
musically,
that full sound.
But you've got you wrote all the lyrics for it, and that's really cool. That's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you guys want to play something for us right now?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you want to do?
We'll do After Dark. We actually shot a music video for this song this weekend.
I'm sorry you missed it.
Yeah, but so that's a pretty fun song. So we'll go ahead and start off with that one.
All right, sounds good.
It's mainly about just having fun on the weekend, being like a teenager, early 20s, however you want to reminisce it,
Hammer it out, son.
Cause I'm out on bail, living with the hammer down, life after sun goes down, living life after dark, raising hell, dodging cop cars. If the sun don't rise, come on, we're gonna know we had our fun. She's off by 4. Jump in the truck, don't slam my door. Got some good homemade wine, ready for a damn good time. Living life after dark, raising hell, dodging cop cars. If the sun don't rise, come on, gonna know we had our fun. Hey. Drive on down to Carter's Lake. Wife's so cold it makes her
since the sun don't rise, come on. We're gonna know we had our fun. Hey.
All right. That song packs a little energy there, don't it?
Thank you. Yeah.
I love that song. And everybody out there, Callie McCool out in California said it sounds really good. Can't imagine how good it sounds in studio.
Well, thank you.
You have no idea, Callie. It is amazing. And the beautiful Sean Crowley is out there.
Of course. And of course,
Gonna say hey to you.
whenever you mention the beautiful Sean Crowley, you have to talk about the beautiful Bill Crowley.
That's right.
Singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
Right? And G-Raff and JT in Ohio said that they are loving every minute of this.
Awesome. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
G-Raff does have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
I know, Slayton, you have met G-Raff before. I don't know. I don't think you
think
have
so.
yet,
No.
Zach. But they want to know how you and Slayton met.
Well, I knew Slayton from playing with other artists. In the musician circle, you kind of just know every musician in the area.
Right.
Because you've
It's a
been
small
around.
world.
Yeah. You've been around, seen them play. So I've seen Slayton play with a couple different artists. And when it was time for me to try to, get the band together, he was one of the first ones I reached out to. And was like, hey, man, you want to come on? Well, this is a thing we're kind of doing. And he's all up for it. So,
That's a great choice.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's been great and developed a great friendship with it and everything.
We met,
Glad.
and within a couple of weeks, you recorded an EP in my house.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
well, now you said that song there you just did a video for.
Yes, sure did.
Now, is that the one I saw you tuned to do tryouts for an alien?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one.
What is up with that?
It was just kind of like just a funny storyline for the video. Our whole thing is we don't want to get too serious, or make ourselves too serious. So instead of doing like a line by line of how the song goes, it's like, well, let's just put a funny story in here, and like we pick up an alien and we take them and do redneck stuff with them.
We basically just had fun all day and filmed
Yeah.
it.
That's the best way to do it,
Yeah.
not it?
What kind of truck was that we
I don't know the year, but it was like a late 80s Blazer, K5 Blazer.
it was a jacked up
yeah.
red Blazer, and it was
Yeah.
fun.
See, in
Yeah, we
Ohio,
got to
we
drive
say
around
going
in
mudding. Did y'all do mudding?
No, we didn't do that.
We
No.
didn't do that,
We
but
did some burnouts.
Burnouts, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
very cool. So, how long did it take you to write that song, or in your creative process of writing? Does it take you a while, or is it something that kind of comes pretty natural to you?
Well, it depends on the song. Like some songs, you sit down in one day and crank them out. Other songs, you kind of sit on them for a week, you get half of it, or you get a chorus or something, and then, maybe a week later you get the rest of it. But yeah, like that whole album, we pretty much, I wrote all those within a year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then we worked on them once they were done. We had to get them tight and get them polished and everything.
Right. So, and those you recorded, I'm assuming those were not recorded in Slayton's house, right?
No. Those were at the After Dark studio down in Rome, Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Johnny-
the same place that you recorded
Yep.
your album there, right?
Same
Slayton?
place
Yeah.
I cut my EP.
Yeah,
Oh,
Donnie
very cool.
Hammonds is down there. He's a cool dude.
He hooked
Helped
us
us
up.
out a lot, yeah.
Donnie is a cool dude.
Great engineer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And he produced mine too, so decent producer.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So, what's the plans going forward here with the band? Do you opening up for some nationwide acts by yet, or?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
I mean, that's the plan for sure, We're just going to go as far as we can go, keep writing music and keep putting out albums and try to get our contacts where we can get them, and try to get some nice opening acts and
Oh, very
maybe
cool.
some little weekend leg out tours, stuff like that.
Awesome.
That would be nice.
So, you guys want to hit another one?
Sure.
Yeah.
What'll it be?
We'll do Whiskey Time Machine.
Sure. Why not?
Out of that album, I think that's one of my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Ready when you are, son.
All right.
Play a song.
Been running after you so long, it seems. You were queen of all of my dreams. The day you said yes, joy I found. Run out the door with my heart on the ground. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Pay off the tab and stumble on through. Travel through stars, maybe touch the moon. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Go down to the bar to drown my troubles, pouring out my heart, throwing back doubles. Maybe shed a tear for all lost lovers. Think of a plan why my heart sinks lower. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Pay off my tab and stumble on through. Travel through the stars, maybe touch the moon. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Make it like a heart, one you threw away. Me and old Jack would fly through time and space. Go by the moon, write the name in the dirt. Pass by some aliens and give them all the bird. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Pay off the tab and stumble on through. Travel through the stars, maybe touch the moon. Whiskey was a time machine, I'd call right back to you. Travel through the stars, maybe touch the moon.
Didn't want to do the jam version.
I'm going to tell you now, if any video needs an alien, that video is going to need an alien for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that should
What
be
a cool song.
Yeah, maybe that's an idea. Maybe all your videos, you just have an alien in every single one of them doing something different.
I do think a lot of, or like the whole album pretty much, like, could use its own video. Every song on the album seems like, you know.
Yeah.
It was hard to pick which one we were going to do our music video to.
Mm-hmm. Now, when are we going to get a chance to see this music video?
It'll probably take like a month to get everything ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think they told us we'd have like a sneak peek within a week. But I think to get it all edited together and everything.
For the
take about a
general
month.
public.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so who did the video for you?
Some guys out of Knoxville. It's called Promotions LLC.
Okay.
They're like a marketing management team out of Knoxville.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
They've been real good to us.
You've been booked up, I know. So they've been getting you a lot of good shows.
Yeah.
Traveling a lot.
Yeah.
So where have you been playing recently?
Well, our year pretty much just got started like last month. We played in Dayton, Tennessee, Jacob Myers. We played up there a few times. And then, where else did we play this month? Or this?
Ringold Opry Depot.
Yeah, we just did a Ringo Depot Opry
Yeah.
show, and that was real cool because they taped it, so we have like a live feed of the whole show.
Nice.
But coming up, we're going to be going places. I go to Pigeon Forge every once in a while and play up there, and then we have like the Bus Bar in Ocoee and Double C in Athens.
Yeah, of course, we saw you at the Bus Bar. That is
Yeah.
a cool little place.
Oh, I love that place. One of
Yeah.
my favorite venues.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
They G-Raf is saying she has some places in Columbus, Ohio that y'all can come and play.
Awesome. That'd be fun.
So I told her to send me some information.
Yeah,
so
that'd be fun.
You guys got the bus loaded up and ready to go then?
Yeah. It don't take much time.
it'd be like back in the day when, what was it? Whenever June Carter and Johnny Cash and Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis, all those guys were piled in a convoy of cars.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called then, but there was a tour that they all did.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No, I just remember seeing that in the movie Walk the Line.
Oh, yeah.
And that was when I'm like,
Yeah.
Elvis played Jerry Lee Lewis and Johnny Cash, so
Yeah.
that was something new I didn't know.
Yeah, it was the early days right there.
Yep. And Patty Smith wants to know what your tour schedule is, when you're going to be playing and where.
Well, you can look on our website, www.thecosmicstrangers.com.
Okay.
We have all of our show dates on there, as
Let me
well
make sure I
as
put that in.
merch. We got T-shirts, and you can see videos and pictures of us on there, too. On our Facebook page, also, the Cosmic Strangers Facebook page, we have all their show dates on there.
Okay, awesome. I just typed it in the live chat for anybody who's on the YouTube. And I'll make sure that we share it on our show page too, so that everybody can check it out.
Now, where can they buy your music? Same place or?
Well, yeah, we're on all streaming services. We don't have any CDs yet. We're planning to in the next month or so, but yeah, currently it's all streaming everywhere, wherever you listen to music. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever other ones are out there.
Well, whenever you do get your CDs, if you don't mind to drop us one or two
Yes,
signed
absolutely.
CDs, we can come up with a contest. We're putting together a prize pack for a big contest we're going to have. So that would be great.
That's right.
If I'd have thought about it, I'd have brought some signed posters from the.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to bring y'all some.
Okay.
Lord knows we signed enough of them.
Your hand hurting there, Slayton?
Not anymore.
Feeling like a real big celebrity, you know, when you've modified your signature, so it's just like a whoop-de-whoop and you're done.
With every single one I signed, I witnessed my signature degrade into just squiggles before my eyes.
Right.
You know, a lot of celebrities like it. I remember the first time I ever met Dale Earnhardt Jr. You know, that's a good long name.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm like, can I have your autograph? And he literally signed it D Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? I waited in line to get a D and a JR.
Yeah.
So, but I can understand when you sign that many. After a while, you just got to working in the
just
medical.
a little scribble dot.
Working in the medical field, trust me, same thing. I used to sign my name really nice and neat, and it got to be that the only thing you could read was the B and the P, and everything else was just a square.
Yeah. That's how mine is. It's a Z and a C. That's all I've heard.
Very nice.
C squiggle, C squiggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how many tour dates do you got planned right off the bat?
Have to look on our calendar, but I think we're booked out through May. We got I know the first date in June is the Bus Bar, June 10th. We're also playing Bus Bar in April, but I think June 10th is our last day of the year. Usually a couple months beforehand, we'll fill the next two dates up, and then wait a little while, and then fill the next ones up.
So typically, how many events are you playing a year?
I really have no idea what we played last year, but I mean, we play probably at least 2 times a month, 2 or 3 times a month. So
now,
whatever that equals up to.
If somebody wants to book the Cosmic Strangers, do they just go to the website, or how do they?
Yeah, you can do it from our website, or you can do it from a Facebook page. We have a email thing on there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. You guys want to play another one?
Yeah.
I'll sit here and listen to you all night.
Yeah, we're enjoying our private concert over here.
What'll it be?
Which one do you want to do?
Well, heck.
You want to do a Hate I Love You?
Sure.
That's a fun one.
Go for it.
anyone at all. I heard a man leave and run from it all. So I ain't gotta be there to catch you when you fall. I hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Your love had a hold right from the start. Like a fox in a trap, I can't go that far. Hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Left in the dirt, cry from the pain I create, like the girl in a movie with old John Wayne. 'Cause I'll ride off on a horse made of steel. You'll never know the way that I feel. I hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Your love had a hold right from the start. Like a fox in a trap, I can't go that far. I hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart. But I'll come back, 'cause sometimes it's good. It helps in the winter, someone to hold. But when it's spring and it warms up again, I hit the road as fast as I can. I hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Love had a hold right from the start. Like a fox in a trap, I can't go that far. I hate that I love you from the bottom of my heart.
I
I
think
hate I
that's
love
my
you.
favorite so far.
Yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
you know, I have to ask Slayton. Is that a new guitar?
No.
No?
No,
It's the first time I've seen you play that one, I think.
I toured with this one back in 2018 when I played with Jacob Bryant.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just got it out of the closet?
Yeah, it's
and
an
put
old
it to good
battle
use.
axe.
Yeah.
I love the sound that comes out of that. That's
Yeah.
really,
It
really
sounds good.
cool.
This is cable directly into a Fender Blues Junior, no pedals.
It's nice.
Just volume control and tone control. That's it.
It
Wow.
sounds great.
Yeah, I love the sound that comes out of that.
Thank you very much.
So how long did it take you to write that song?
Honestly, I can't remember.
2
but
seconds.
I mean, it wasn't that fast.
Because it seems really, really deep.
Well, I'll tell you the story behind it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear
please.
the story.
Me and my girlfriend was arguing one night, and she told me she hated she loved me. And I was like, that'll make a good song.
Now, does she get creative, you know? No.
Creative credit.
She gets
credit.
She gets the credit for the story.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, very, very cool.
Everybody loved that song.
It's half about, you know, her just telling me that, but then like the story is like the old John Wayne movies and stuff where like the cowboy always rides off and the woman's like, you know, missing him and wants him to stay and everything. So it's kind of like it's half and half of that.
Yeah, I never had that experience, so.
Me either.
What, the woman wanting you to stay?
Yeah, I never had that experience. That's something new.
Yeah, that's only in the movies.
That is absolutely correct. That is only in the movies. So.
Oh, Lord.
So is there anything else you want people to know about you? I mean, we've given them a chance to ask you some questions. We've asked you some questions. But, you know, what is it about you that you want
Patty.
people to know? What?
I'm sorry. Patty Smith said, she said, I don't know why I keep thinking of Leonard Skinner. You're right. During that song, I was trying to think of, and it does kind of, it's
really?
reminiscent of Leonard Skinner a little bit. Yeah.
I've never heard that before, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
That's a huge compliment.
It is.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Very cool.
Well, thank you.
It's because I have a Gibson plugged into a Fender Blues Junior. That's why.
Leonard Skinner did PBs though.
Thank you for that correction, Dad. You're the one that plays a PV Bandit still.
Yeah, I know. Don't hate on my PV.
Hey, it impressed the sound engineer at the Opry.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He was like, I was hating on you for that PV amp, but, you know, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. The sound guy at the Ringo.
Yeah.
I was scared for a minute because you're talking about Leonard Skinner, and I thought Uncle Alex was out there going to start yelling, "Freebird!"
Oh, Lord.
Like, no,
That is
no.
every musician's nightmare.
Yeah. $100 song.
Right? That is no
Is that
lie.
what it takes to get you to do it? $100.
Yeah.
Just
I
about
think
any
that's
musician.
That's
Now
a
you
flat
know.
rate for everybody.
Yeah.
You also have to provide a slide
Yeah.
to play with.
Oh, yeah.
A beer bottle will work in a pinch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm
Listen,
pretty
that's a
sure that you can
challenge.
make a beer bottle work. So
Yeah.
Well, you have both now officially been invited by members of the audience to the summer party here at the Tiki Bar. So
Awesome.
we can give you the details, but you are
Yeah,
more than
sounds
welcome
great.
to come and have a great time with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, because the Tiki Man does not have a birthday party. He has a Tiki Bar party.
And Slayton got to
So,
experience
yes.
it for a few minutes last
Yeah.
year.
This year, the Trop Rock Elvis, Bob Shealy, will be the headliner on the stage. And, of course, like it is every year, the headliner will play, and then next thing you know, because there's tons of musicians that's going to show up, and before it's all said and done and over with, there's a jam session
Usually
happening
late
out
at
here,
night
so.
after everybody's had quite a bit to drink, everybody just kind of gathers around the stage and
Awesome.
and jams out.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
The
yeah.
adult beverages gets the creative juices.
Yes,
flowing.
so this
it's
year,
gonna be.
this year you need to make sure you can stay.
What?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me look. I think it is.
It's out there on the board if you can read. Oh, never
in
mind. She
July?
can't see that
July. No, I can't see that far. It is July 9th. It's a
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Okay.
I think I'm in
Yeah.
the clear because the only thing I got booked is the 29th that month.
Yeah, and I happen
very
to
cool.
know the person that's booking some of your stuff, and pretty sure you won't have anything that day. Just saying.
A little birdie told you.
A little birdie told me.
She was awful excited when she finally had a couple gigs booked for you. She's like,
Oh,
yes!
Lord.
The
Listen.
pressure is off.
Well, not quite, but close. Yeah.
All right, so back to my original question.
Sorry.
That's okay. You know, shiny object, it just takes her in a completely different way.
Shiny.
Shiny. So what is it? Is there anything out there that you want people to know about you?
I mean, not really about me, but I just love people to listen to our music and let us know what you think, and shoot us a message on Facebook if you like it and just want to talk about it or whatever. We've had people message us, and I still got to get back to one guy. I got to mail him a shirt, but you know, people just message us, let us know how you like our stuff. And,
Okay. So who else is in the band other than Slayton?
we have a bass player. His name's Trevor Dennison. He's out of Cleveland. And then we have a new drummer, Towson Ingsberg. He's out of Chattanooga.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So
He's who played with us at Ringgold.
had you played with these guys before you decided, hey, let's join a band?
Actually, none of us had played together before.
Really?
Yeah. That's kind of where the Strangers came from. But just happened to work out. I messaged Trevor after me and Slayton been playing together a while. And then originally the first drummer was named Brandon, and I'd messaged him. And we all had our different backgrounds. Trevor's like a jazz guy. And Brandon, the old drummer, was like a rock guy. So, that's kind of where our sound developed and everything. So,
Very cool. So, again, for everybody, let everybody know where they can listen to your music, they can buy your music, where they can go and get some merch and maybe even book you for a gig.
yeah, absolutely. Everything is on our website, cosmicstrangers.com. And you can go on there and you can book us. You can see our T-shirts. You just have to send me an email right now to order a shirt. We don't have that set up to take credit cards yet, but hopefully soon. Book us off the website and send me an email. Send an email off our Facebook page. Stream our music everywhere that streaming services provide. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon. You can just go to your regular YouTube on your phone and pull our music up. So
The absolute best thing you can do really is share it with somebody
Right.
that you think will like it.
Yeah, that is the number one thing that helps us grow our fan base, is just sharing everything we have, our music or posts or whatever.
Of course, you want everybody to go over to the YouTube page and subscribe so they can catch that new
The
music
Cosmic
video when it comes out.
Actually, on our YouTube channel, we have some video performances from the Ringo Depot Opry, and
We did Whipping Post that night.
we have a really good
how cool.
video of Whipping Post, and got some other videos of just me playing in my house. So
Well, we've got
Play Whipping Post.
the ambassador. The ambassador was a little late tuning in, so she said
no.
she would like to know how you came up with the name Cosmic Strangers.
well, it was really kind of on a whim. We just was going in to do this little live session up there in Knoxville, and we were like, we gotta figure out what our band name was. We had 3 or 4 we was bouncing around, and I don't even remember who come up with Cosmic Stranger. I said Cosmic something, and somebody else was like Strangers, and we was like, hey, that sounds good.
I do know it was not me.
Oh yeah.
But what I do like about the Strangers half of the title is we can really lean into the sunglasses thing, because thank God that's a thing now.
Right.
The lights are always so bright on stage.
Yeah.
Right.
I can focus.
I figure if anybody ever makes a fan page on Facebook, they can be called the Strangers.
Exactly.
Been waiting on that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Your fan
Yeah.
group can be the Strangers. That's awesome.
But if you post selfies and stuff, you got to have some cool sunglasses on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's what
Or
you
an
guys should
alien
start
Or an alien mask, that's right.
Hey, we've got somebody. That guy wears his little tinfoil hat and watches for aliens all the time. So maybe we'll have him stick a pair of sunglasses on with his tinfoil hat and send you a picture.
Yeah, and of course, Jack Mosley.
the alien.
MFG Records. Gosh, what'd you put in my beer?
Listen, I got you a big beer.
So he has a song about when the aliens went down to Key West.
Oh, yeah?
Because, of course, everything's so strange in Key West, nobody knew there were aliens walking around in
Yeah.
Key West. So it's a cool
That's
song.
cool.
You need to
That's
check
cool.
it out. You need to check that one out as well. So.
Yeah.
Hey, JT and G-Raf both said that they noticed that you wear a vest like West from the Steelwoods, and that's one of their favorite groups. So
I love the Steelwoods.
That's one of our favorite bands,
Yeah.
too.
yeah,
Absolutely.
They love all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be him like everybody wore vests, kind of like an outlaw thing. I just like wearing that leather vest. It's the only one I got, and it's just like one of my favorite things to wear. I like dressing up on stage to try to I don't know, be like a character or something. I don't know.
Your stage,
Because-
your stage
so I'm
gear.
just
gear.
I always like to wear something cool and unique on stage. I got all these old, vintage looking Western shirts. This isn't one per se, but I got a bunch of old faded Wrangler shirts I like to wear. And
Yeah, back in the day,
bell bottom pants.
I actually had some of the Garth Brooks looking inspired
Yeah.
Western shirts that would Whoa.
The black and white checkered.
The domino looking one.
Yeah.
Where's this for?
I actually had the multicolored stripe one that he had wore at one point.
Yes,
I
yes,
actually
you did.
had
One
that.
loud shirt.
So
Yeah. Well, you know, we're from a little earlier than y'all, but yeah. Rick
What's
the
that?
Stick said, "I don't wear sunglasses, so I can't be a member of the fan club unless I wear an alien mask." Well, we can work that out.
Lou felt a little out of
Hey,
place
we-
though when these guys come walking in with their sunglasses on. I had mine on. She was just like,
I
"Where's
know.
mine?"
I don't have any.
I have never encountered someone with a no sunglasses preference. That is odd.
Well,
No, you don't
yeah.
understand. It's not that she has a no sunglass preference.
Oh, he's talking about Rick, I think.
Oh, Rick. I was going to say, Lou just loses hers all the time. So
Oh, right.
that's why it's not that she has a preference not to wear them. She just can't find them half the
Well,
time.
you know, with a face like mine, there's only so many pairs that even look remotely good. And so once I find them, then I wear them until I lose them. And then I'm without them for a long time because I can't find another pair that I think is acceptable. So
I picked mine up at the gas station.
Well, I'm like
Everybody always asks me, what kind of those? I'm like, I don't know. They ain't got a name on.
that's okay because 9 times out of 10, because I either lose or break mine.
Yeah.
The Dollar General store, whatever's in stock, and I
or
just
the
make,
Walmarts.
Hey,
or the
You-
Walmarts, and just make sure they're not bent and scratched,
Yeah.
and we're,
you won't,
we're good
you
to
won't
go.
lose a pair of cheap sunglasses. You'll lose an
No.
expensive pair.
Right?
Oh
You
yeah,
did.
I did because I
If you
actually
never take them off, you don't lose them.
I actually had a nice pair of prescription Oakley sunglasses, and I wore them to the beach.
In the ocean.
And I decided, I'm going to take an inner tube out onto the water. What could possibly go wrong there? Well, I flipped upside down in that tube. I lost my autographed Dale Jr. Bucket hat with
man.
my Oakley sunglasses just gone. So,
Dang.
You didn't have them very long either.
No, about a month.
Yeah.
And they were gone.
So he resorted back to the dollar store.
Yeah.
That's like, I don't deserve nice things.
Yeah, that's why we can't have nice things, honey.
Do you guys want to end the segment with another song?
Yeah, we can.
You're welcome to
about?
sit
You ain't
in
picked
with
the
us
song
after,
yet.
but
Yeah.
You don't play with them, folks, or is that too
while
much?
y'all are
That's probably too much.
Is that too much for acoustic?
while y'all were talking about it, I want to give a shout out to Z and G. They're both out there
Hey,
tonight.
David and Gina.
And my cousin Janet Caudill, Caudle, I guess is how y'all
Okay.
say it down here. She's
Well,
out
hello
there
to
tonight
cousin
too.
Janet.
So wanted to make sure and give y'all a shout out while we're on the air.
Yeah.
I'll try to get some twangy sounds out of you.
All right. Okay, the huddle is broken. Have you decided on a song?
Yeah. We'll do Sunday Blues. It's about having too much drink Saturday night and waking up hungover.
Hang on, I need more
Sunday.
reverb.
We don't know anything about that around
No,
here.
we've never experienced that here
Yeah.
at the chocolate bar.
I'm ready.
Sunday morning, I'm coming down from a night of too much fun. I know I should turned it down, but most time it's just one. Sipping on some homegrown, you know I like him muscadines. Old Tim Babe sneaked up and robbed me my last dime. Saturday night's fun with all your friends. And then when the sun shines through, the blues start creeping in. Johnny Cash is in my head singing an old tune. Coming down from showing out these Sunday morning blues. Feel like someone drove a nail in the middle of my skull. What did smoke last night? My breath smelled like skunk. Step out for some fresh air, wind makes me want to puke. Look out for that yellow sign to get some greasy food. Saturday nights are fun with all your friends. And then when the sun shines through, the blues start creeping in. Johnny Cash is in my head singing an old tune. Looking down from showing out this Sunday morning blues. I know my mama warned me about those Sunday morning blues. She dragged my ass to church if she was in her youth. The freight train pounding in my head, making me confused. Voices in my head saying I'm a fool. Saturday nights are fun with all your friends. And then when the sun shines through, the blues start creeping in. Johnny Cash is in my head singing an old tune. Coming down from showing out these Sunday morning blues. Merle Haggard's in my head singing an old tune. Coming down from showing out these Sunday morning blues.
That's a fun song.
I like that a lot.
Which, of course, like I said, we know nothing about being hungover here at the Chocolate Bar.
What do you think the sunglasses are for?
Yeah.
Yeah. That might have to be a new theme song around here.
Yeah.
Well, Zach, we definitely appreciate you coming in, spending some time with us, letting us get to know you and our listeners to get to know you a little bit. And,
I appreciate y'all having me.
And we encourage everybody to reach out there to, what's your website again?
TheCosmicStrangers.com.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And Facebook. We're on Instagram also, so follow us everywhere.
And you're streaming everywhere as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right. And then when do you expect CDs to come out?
Well, if you follow us on our Facebook page, we'll keep everybody up to date on that. But, I mean, probably 1 or 2 months. So we'll plan to have them out by the summer. So when we're going around places heavy, we'll pass them out.
Yeah, you got to have that merch.
Yeah.
That's right.
We got T-shirts.
That is awesome.
Well, you're welcome to stick around for a little while, even, just to hang out with us after this. But if you got to go, we understand.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We can hang out. I don't know if you got to go or whatever.
I may go out to the Tiki Bar and play guitar. I don't know.
Okay.
Slayton's not.
Absolutely.
He's not a stranger over there to the Chocolate Bar and and all the trappings that come along with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the good times.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, well, what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to another song. We're going to play a commercial. We're going to pay some bills and take care of our sponsors, and then we will be back. So how about I send y'all out with another Cosmic Stranger song? How about that?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
How about the sound good?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Here's the Cosmic Stranger, the sound.
12 years old, I had my first pre-owned guitar. Dreaming one day I'd be a star. And I almost fell out when I heard Waylon sing about being lonesome and me. A few years later, I'm in my own band, playing music with my friends. And I'm sure I would have told you then I'm gonna do this till I'm dead. But the sun shining through the blinds last night still on my mind. People try to tell me, son, go out and get a job. But there ain't much that I found that could drown out the sound. Yeah, there ain't much that I found that could drown out the sound. Playing dives and honky tonks, worried wives, don't you know? Sleepless nights out on the road. Where we are, nobody knows. But the sun shining through the blinds last night still on my mind. People try to tell me, son, go out and get a job. They can drown out the sound. Sometimes it's a tough road we're on, and the money comes and goes. There ain't nothing I'd rather do, playing music with my crew. But the sun's shining through the blinds last night, still on my mind. People try to tell me, son, go out and get a job. But there ain't much that I found that can drown out the sound. And there ain't much that I found that can drown out the sound.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg.
And Lou.
From Tropical Country, B-Dawg and Lou. Here to tell you about our sponsor, JBL Legends Travel.
JBL Legends Travel is your full-service travel agent. They specialize in cruises, all-inclusive resort vacations, destination weddings, and romantic getaways. They're dedicated to offering you the best prices and advice, all while maintaining an emphasis on customer service.
So don't hesitate to contact them so they can start planning your next travel adventure. You can contact them at 732-831-5200 or check them out online at jbltravelgroup.net.
Mom needs rest. We need a vacation. Daddy's stressed. We need a vacation.
When the smoke cleared, all I saw was her eyes staring down at me. She held a towel to my bleeding head down on one knee. I looked around at the broken chairs and the spilled beer on the floor. I could tell by her smile and her gentle way she'd seen it all before. Bar fights and barmaids go hand in hand. She's careful not to give her heart away to just any man. Long neck bottles and band-aids are the tools of her trade. Bar fights and barmaids you can never separate, yeah. Another night in another town, another car, old crusty road. Another neon sign, laying ice cold beer, thought I'd lighten up my load. I walked inside just in time to hear the barmaid yell last call. Two guys started jawing, overtaking her home, and then the chair smashed against the wall. Bar fights and barmaids go hand in hand. She's careful not to give her heart away to just any man. Long neck bottles and band-aids are the tools of her trade. Bar fights and barmaids you can never separate. She's heard the line, she's seen the moves, he's not bringing anything new. One thing's for sure, she's going home tonight, but she's not going home with you. Bar fights and barmaids go hand in hand. She's careful not to give her heart away to just any man. Long neck bottles and band-aids are the tools of her trade. Bar fights and barmaids you can never separate. Bar fights and barmaids you can never separate, yeah.
Hey y'all, this is B-Dawg.
And Lou.
From Tropical Country, right here on Tiki Man Radio. Next time you take a trip down to the Key West and you want to get out on the water, we want you to check out our sponsor, Goaltending Services. Goaltending Services is the premier charter service in Key West. They offer a wide range of amenities. Goaltending Services is also a veteran-owned company, and they take care of their veterans and active duty personnel by offering a 25% discount with your veteran or military ID. For more about Goaltending Services, give them a call at 305-916-0990
or look them up online at goaltendingservices.com.
Off the coast on a boat, drop a rock on the radio. Mid-morning on Saturday, I got my girls and we're skipping town. In my 67 442, got the rag top down. Hal Dean's on the radio. Ain't it funny how they sing along? Makes me smile just a little bit because it's not a Miley Cyrus song. These are the moments we can share. Come on, let me take you there. Loaded up and living right. Fast cars on a summer night. Breeze is warm and the moon is bright. There's endless summer. Boogie boards and digging holes. Sand castles and fishing poles. What a way to save my soul. This endless summer. Now we're out a little getaway, so we go and grab the fishing poles. I can't think of any better way for us to cleanse our souls. French striper on the grill tonight. Cherry stone straight out the shell. Just another day in paradise. Another story I can tell. These are the moments we can share. Come on, let me take you there. Loaded up and living right. Fast cars on a summer night. Breeze is warm and the moon is bright. This endless summer. Boogie boards and digging holes. Sand castles and fishing poles. What a way to save our souls. This endless summer. Monday morning and it's getting late. There's no traffic at the toll booth line. Hal Dean's on the radio and my three girls know every line. And these are the moments we can share. Come on, let me take you there. Loaded up and living right. Fast cars on a summer night. Breeze is warm and the music's right. This endless summer. Boogie boards and digging holes. Sand castles and fishing poles. What a way to save our souls. These endless summer nights.
Endless Summer, Aaron Lewis. How about that? I hope everybody enjoyed our special guest, Zach Chastain, along with Slayton Dooley, the Cosmic Strangers. So
I loved it.
Yeah, they. I actually loved the live performance.
Yeah,
and how explaining about the stories and how they come up with it, and they definitely sound like they're having fun with it for sure.
They do, which honestly, that's what it's all about, is just having a good time, sharing your story, sharing the music. Mm-hmm. Music brings people together.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least it should. it should. So,
and we absolutely love the fact that we're able to bring you and introduce you to local artists around the Chattanooga area that you may not have ever heard of before, or heard their music. That now since you've seen and heard them, hey, you're going to go out and maybe catch a show, buy that CD, stream it, whatever. And give these guys the support that they deserve, because they're out there plugging away, trying to make their dream happen as well.
Yeah, and if you have a venue that you go to regularly in your area, it never hurts to introduce the venue to the artist and let them know that you would like to see them in your area, and let them know how they can reach out to any of the artists that perform live. But because we all know that streaming music, the artists don't make
squat.
Yeah. They don't make nearly what they deserve, and
if you're curious, if you really want to get some information on how much the artists really make, I'm going to say the words. If you follow Tom Shepard on TikTok, Tom has actually done a couple little videos explaining how much the artists actually make for a spin, and versus terrestrial radio, and depending upon the size of the station, compared to streaming services. And I think it was crazy. It was like, he
made $5 and something.
Tom actually had made $5 on the terrestrial radio
for one song being played on radio.
Yeah. And on streaming, it was like 23,000 streams, and he didn't even make a penny.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy to me.
Right. So, if you go to a venue in your area a lot, get to know them, introduce them to some of these artists, singer-songwriters that you know and that you love, and it's kind of just like radio. When you request the artist enough, eventually they'll reach out to the artist and try to get them booked in your area so that you can see them live if you're not traveling. Yeah. So, and thank you, Patty. She said she really enjoys the way that we interview the folks that come in for our artist spotlight. So thank you for that. And we have some cool ideas coming up in the future for artist spotlights as well.
Yeah. You didn't bring your little black book with you this week, did you?
I didn't, but I do have it. I updated my calendar a little bit.
Okay, so why don't you let the folks know who we have coming up in the future here on Tropical Country.
Okay, so next week we're going to have another one of our sponsors on a video. Leah, and I believe Steve is going to join her as well from Remnant Stew Podcast.
Nice.
So they're going to join us on video, introduce themselves to our listeners, and talk about some of their bizarre stories that they have.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that. Leah, I have talked with her several times, and haven't gotten to meet Steve yet, but Leah is a fantastic person. So I'm looking forward to next week for them to join us. And then I moved my calendar for Slayton, so let me get back here. And then in April, coming up the end of April actually is going to be April 27th, Justin Touche. Our artist is coming up from Texas.
Of course, he has been out there with Darby Ledbetter.
Yes, he is actually a disabled vet. He's just an amazing talent. So looking really forward to having Justin up here next month. And then in May, we're hoping to get Shelby Lowe back in the studio. Mm-hmm. And I know I'm missing a couple. I did not update very well. And then in June, Miss Katrina Bergogne.
That's how I'm pronouncing it.
Okay. She's going to be joining us on video, but we are also trying to get a special guest in studio for that month as well. So we started out wanting to do this about once a month. It's turning into a little bit more than that.
Yes.
So I'm really excited that it's taken off, and I'm really happy that the listeners are loving it. Michelle Myers, the ambassador, says she likes Remnant Stew. She's been listening.
Very nice.
And if you get a chance, reach out to our sponsors. If you like what they do, if you like the podcast, reach out to them and let them know that you heard about them on our show.
And of course, they do have social media, Facebook pages and everything. So shoot them a message over there.
All of our sponsors have their social media going.
And send them a message and tell them that you appreciate what they do and let them know that you've heard about them right here on Tiki Man Radio, Tropical Country.
That's right.
Because, long story short, that's how we keep our sponsors because, they got to know what they're paying for is working. So
that's right.
How are they going to know that if you don't reach out and say, hey, I appreciate what you do and thank you. Thank you for supporting Tiki Man Radio and also all the shows here on Tiki Man Radio.
That's right. So keep, tune into our Facebook page. We do have a TikTok. I'm not going to lie, I have not mastered the TikTok yet, so there's not a whole lot, but there is a little bit on there. But
she's been trying to talk me into doing a bunch of these stupid videos.
I want to do some TikTok videos.
Some of these maybe.
He won't do it. What about the dances?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be necessarily about the show. See, I get all tongue-tied when you make me talk about it. For somebody who's on camera a lot now,
you can't do the TikTok.
No, I just can't do the TikTok because, I don't know. These kids have got way too much time on their hands. That's all I got to say.
But yeah, so keep an eye on our social media and keep an eye on Tiki Man Radio on Facebook and on YouTube, and we'll keep y'all updated on the latest developments for our Artist Spotlight series. So
yeah,
and invite your friends, of course.
Absolutely. And if you can, hey, invite them to come over and, like all the Tiki Man Radio social medias. Tiki Man Radio, you got Tropical
Jen
Country
Shen.
with B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio page. Hey, last time I checked, we're like 4 or 5 away from 1,000.
I know.
So that's exciting. So, hey, tell your
Maybe
friends.
we can hit 1,000 before the end of the show.
And join the group over there. And, of course, Island Vibes with Scotty Chill on Tiki Man Radio. That is, he's got his page out there. So there are tons of social medias that are a way that you can join and be able to interact with all of us here at Tiki Man Radio. Because did you read my post I had earlier in the week?
Which one?
It was just a couple days ago. I get tons and tons of friend requests from people, and I'm not sure. I don't know who these people are. I'm thinking, do they follow the show? Do they follow the station? I look and it says you have a bunch of mutual friends, so I'm like, okay. I know all the, we do have mutual friends, and I know and trust some of these people, so I accept them because I think they're fans and the listeners of the show.
Yeah.
And then over the past week, I've had 2 of them try to scam me.
There's been through the whole Parrot Head circle and mutual friends and things. I have been seeing a lot of people that are constantly saying, I got hacked, don't open any messages from me, all those things. Right. So, and I wish I could find a way to, I know there's a way on the business pages, but I'm not sure if there's a way on our personal page to set an automatic reply saying, hey, join us over on the show page, because that's just, I have a lot of personal pictures and things on there of the grandkids and my kids and things like that. So, yeah, sometimes I'm a little bit picky on who I accept as well. But
so if you're on our personal social media, I just decided what I have to do. It's an unfortunate situation, but if I don't personally know you, if we haven't personally met, we haven't interacted or talked or anything like that, I'm going to have to be removing those people from my personal Facebook page. But I put out a message, please, please, please. We still want to, I'm assuming 99% of those.
Not that we don't like you.
99% of those people are all legit, and I know it.
Yeah.
But the problem is you don't know who the posers are.
Yeah.
So for those people, please go over, like and join our social media pages other than our personal page. Tiki Man Radio, Tropical Country, Island Vibes. We all have the different social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We all have those. Please join those outlets so that we can continue to interact with those that are joining for the right reasons. They want to get to know us, interact, and see what we got going on. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to, throughout the course of the week, I'm going to have to start removing people from there. I just wanted to give them a chance for the ones that I know that are legit, we love, please go over to like those other social media pages before we lose contact, because I don't want to lose contact with everybody. So.
Right.
But unfortunately, as they say, a couple ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, it's usually the way it works.
Yeah.
And Patty, you bring up a good point. I want to send out positive thoughts and prayers to everybody in the path of the storms this week. She said she's not fake. Please keep her.
I know,
we'll
Patty.
Keep you, Patty.
I've hugged her neck. I know her.
Right. So positive thoughts and prayers to everybody who's in the path of the storms. There was some nasty ones for the last couple days down south, and I believe up north they're supposed to be getting them this evening.
I just talked to my dad earlier.
Okay.
They were actually under a tornado watch.
Okay.
And the storm was actually supposed to hit them between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
So they may be in that path of that storm right now. So
Giraffe got a little bit quiet, so I was wondering.
All right. So, of course, all our thoughts and everything go out to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right. So why don't we tell everybody about what we got to do this weekend?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, we mentioned we were in Helen, Georgia.
And let me tell you, first of all, if you've never heard about Helen, Georgia, it is up in the Georgia mountains, and you definitely got to check this place out. Go online and just look at pictures of Helen, Georgia. It is like a small little German village.
Yeah,
like a little German village. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, we had a place similar where we come from called Sugar Creek, however you all want to say it. But this even tops that, I think, because
I think so.
The whole town was about 2.5 miles long. And we are going to go for Oktoberfest again, and I'm so excited. The Goldens and us are going to go and have a great time. But we had the best time. They had a 3-day. We actually went on a whim. I got him to be spontaneous, guys.
And she says, I don't know how to be spontaneous.
Well, I just kidnapped him. I'm just going to be honest, because he woke up in a foul mood Saturday. I was like, that's it. We're out of here. We're getting out of the house. So we ended up, I looked online, found this 3-day songwriter festival.
The Alpine Songwriters Festival.
The Alpine Songwriters Festival,
yes.
I'm sorry, Alpine Helen.
Alpine Helen, that's correct.
Alpine
like
Helen
that,
Songwriters Festival.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went up there. We actually went up because, there were some amazing songwriters. There was a lady who wrote Angels Among Us for Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
There was the gentleman who wrote Friends in Low Places. He was playing up there.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of people don't realize that was a Mark Chestnut song before it was a Garth Brooks hit.
Yeah, which I did not realize that. But and yes, Patty, we had some great German food while we were up there.
Ooh.
It was amazing.
What was the name of the restaurant we ate at?
Hofenbrau House, I believe.
Let me tell you,
it was good.
I decided, we were going to have a traditional German meal, and it was a German restaurant. Sit down, and I see this thing called. First, we're trying to figure out how to pronounce it, and then the guy come up and he goes, "It's called Slaughterhouse or Slaughterhouse, so however you want to pronounce it." But and I'm like, okay, and I was first. I was like, because I saw the price of what the meal was, and he's like, "It's a meal for two."
Yes,
like, okay.
And it could have been a meal for 3 or 4.
Out on this big plate they bring, and it has 2 grilled pork chops. It has 4 different kinds of wurst. It has bratwurst, knockwurst, and a couple of other.
I don't know. It's 4 altogether.
But there was 4 of them on this plate, along with German potato salad, sauerkraut, red cabbage, and then some sides along some sauces and things like that came out on that, and we couldn't eat it all, especially after I ordered an appetizer that
my Lord,
of course I wanted a soft pretzel with beer cheese.
It was
the pretzel
fabulous.
was that big around.
It covered the plate. No joke. It was hanging off the plate.
Yes.
But it was the best beer cheese. Oh, it was so good. Good.
But as good as the meal was, the new friends that we met that topped everything.
We had the best. once we got up there and we started looking at some of the artists, and Brian is much better with names than I am, but Sean
McCarthy of the Sean McCarthy Band.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So he recognized Sean's name, and so we made it a point to go down where Sean was playing. Met his girlfriend Kim. They were just the sweetest people. Met Alan. Mm-hmm. And I'm forgetting Alan's last name. But we met Alan, who has written several big songs. We met the gentleman who wrote Old Red.
Yes.
For Blake Shelton. He was a co-writer on it.
And he also wrote several songs, like Kenny Rogers and
Shania Twain.
There was a bunch of
them. I think Alan wrote for Shania Twain.
Yeah.
But there was just some amazing songwriters. And Sean, I was blown away by, we, on the way there, when we realized Sean was going to be there. We're making Patty hungry, sorry. So on the way there, when we realized, before we went, when we realized Sean was going to be there. Then on the way there, we listened to Sean's CDs.
His new album, actually, yeah.
Yeah, his newest album. And then once we got there, he played some really cool songs from his upcoming CD.
Yes.
And I just can't wait. And I'm hoping we can get him in here for an artist spotlight, because if y'all have not heard of his music, he's really, really good.
Yeah, of course, we talked to him, and if Kim has her way, she said, we're coming to Chattanooga to see y'all. So yes. I hope so, because they are fantastic people. He is a very talented songwriter, great musician, and then we also learned, something new we learned. He was actually the one who coined the phrase coastal country.
Yeah.
So that was very cool.
He is considered a coastal country artist.
Yeah. When he was interviewed and when they asked to describe himself, that's actually how he initially described himself, was coastal country. And I'm like, and we thought that was ironic, because initially when we were trying to come up with names for the show, coastal country was actually one of our first ideas, until we found out it had already been taken by another radio, not only a radio station, but another radio show as well. But then we ended up with, of course, then we discovered the fantastic song by Gene Mitchell, and that sold us on tropical country. And here we are.
Yeah. And Sean is also a fishing boat captain.
Yeah.
In the Gulf.
Yeah. He, Fernando Beach?
I can't
pronounce
Fernando
it.
Beach.
Fernando Beach. Down here in Florida.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, because he's down here in Florida. He's originally, I believe he's from up north. He's a northern boy that relocated down to Florida. He spent his time, I believe, in Nashville doing the whole songwriter thing, and that's how he met all these fantastic songwriters. And then now, like I said, they reside down there in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but they were fantastic people. We're hoping that we'll be able to announce that him and Kim will be here very, very soon. We got to get through. His son does all his management and his booking, so we got to make sure that we can find a spot that will work for him and work for us, because, of course, we can make anything work, but, when you're a musician and you're on the road and you're busy, sometimes it's kind of hard to find that open slot.
Absolutely. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Caleb. He just joined us. Hey, Caleb. So glad you're here tonight. But yeah, so hopefully, are we going to get to listen to a song of his?
Well, what do you think?
I hope so.
So how about let's do that?
Perfect.
How about the Sean McCarthy Band, Give Me Back My Island?
Way back then, give me back my island. Tell me, what do you really need with it anyhow? Now there's a for sale sign everywhere you turn. Fancy cars and big old houses and money to burn. Still there's nowhere that we can dock our boats. They say we can't walk on a beach no more. They're filling up all the pockets of the politicians, while we're standing here in line filling out petitions. Now I'm all about making a dollar, but my cheeks are sure getting sore. Give me back, give me back, give me back my island. Give me back, give me back, give me back right now. Give me back, give me back, give me back my island. Tell me, what do you really need with it anyhow? Seems like everybody wants to be here now, don't you know? They're all looking for a better life, running from the cold. Let's treat it like it's all.
Hey, y'all, this is B-Dawg.
And Lou from Tropical Country with B-Dawg and Lou, featuring Golden.
Did you know that not only can you listen to our show every Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Island Time, right here on Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, but you can watch our show on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube page, courtesy of MFG Records Tropical Live Cam. What is MFG Records?
Well, it's music for grown-ups.
Dave Sines and Beth Travers have been in the music industry for a very long time. Not only are they music producers, but they're musicians themselves.
And they only work with the best.
To learn more about MFG Records, contact Dave Sines and Beth Travers at mfgrecordsllc.com.
Down here in the islands, it happens sometimes. The dark clouds, they come, fill up my beautiful sky. But when the rain starts to fall and blue skies turn gray, oh, how the rum is sure can brighten my day. We have tropical thunder and electric lightning. Feel the storm start to course through my veins. When I look out my window and don't see no sun, no. All my rainy days turn into hurricanes. When I see that blue ocean, still I can't go. All of the waves and the wind it does blow, I just fill up my cup and set myself free till I'm swept away in a bamboo Bahama breeze. We have tropical thunder and electric lightning. I can feel the storm sun, no. All my rainy days turn into hurricanes. So when it rains in the islands and can't go outside, I know everything's gonna be alright, 'cause we have tropical thunder and electric lightning. I can feel the storm start to course through my veins when I look out my window and don't see no sun, no. All my rainy days turn into hurricanes. When I look out my window and don't see no sun, no. All my rainy days turn into hurricanes. Yeah, all my rainy days, they turn into hurricanes.
Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Steve, and we host a podcast called Remnant Stew. We release episodes every other Monday that feature bizarre and intriguing true stories and trivia.
Lots of trivia. So if you have an appetite for the strange and curious,
And who doesn't?
then tune in to Remnant Stew. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast platforms.
And always remember to be kind and always stay curious.
On a boat somewhere, anywhere, I don't care. It could be your birthday party, sorry not sorry, shorty let down your hair. It might seem ridiculous, but you'd be lying if you say it ain't delicious. Give me that grapefruit, mango, lime, my white girl wishes. Yeah, I got a six or a seltzer calling my name. No shame in my game, 'cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. You can have a good time anytime, feels like summertime, day drunk just because. You can dance in the halls or take a dip in your drawers, 'cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. It don't matter what you bench, big dog, if you can curl them 12-ounce claws. You can hang with us, pop a can with us, pull up a chair, let me hear ye haul. 'Cause there ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. You can have a good time anytime, feels like summertime, day drunk just because. Take a load off, simmer down there, hoss, 'cause there ain't no law when you're drinking claws. You could have a drink, still watch your waistline shrink. It's true, not all heroes wear capes. I think we should thank the folks who made them, 'cause there ain't no laws when we're drinking claws. We can have a good time anytime, feels like summertime, day drunk just because. If the boss man calls, we're gonna tell him kick rocks, 'cause there ain't no law when you're drinking claws. No, there ain't no law when we're drinking claws.
That's right. There are no laws when you're drinking claws, Mr. Mark Leach.
I like it. Giraffe, if you're still listening, that was for you.
Yeah, that goes out to her because she likes her little white claws. I'm not a seltzer guy, but I know she likes them.
I've tried a lot of different seltzers. I just can't do it.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, but before that, of course, was Mr. Darby Ledbetter. All our rain turns into hurricanes. So all those in the path of all the storms, not to make light of, the people that has suffered, a lot of destruction and everything, and the people, that's in the path of these storms and everything. But, sometimes you got to look at the brighter side and say, hey, we're all in one piece, so let's have a drink.
Yep.
So, yes.
Absolutely.
What you got over there?
Oh, I was actually reading a message from from somebody. Sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Brian Burns messaged me. So,
okay.
We will talk about that in a little bit. But
all right. So which of course, we heard Sean McCarthy Band, Give Me Back My Island. So very, very nice guy. We had a blast hanging out with them and getting to meet everybody that we met up there. So hopefully we'll be able to get Sean here on the show very soon because
I hope so. He's a cool dude.
Which of course, if you paid attention to the show, unlike sometimes Laura Lou don't pay attention, I have actually played his music before, but sometimes she just goes off into her own little world over there, just a texting, and loses.
I love the conversations that go on YouTube, and I get lost in the conversation. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Hey, I did want to talk about, and again, hopefully you didn't already talk about this, but JBL Legends Travel has a special going on right now.
Yes, I didn't mention it, no.
Okay, good. So you pay $150 today for a $300 certificate towards any 6 or more day cruise that you choose to book whenever you're ready. So basically you pay $150 to them. They give you a $300 certificate that you can use on any cruise that you choose to, and you don't even have to book that cruise right now.
No.
So you can use it on the Alaska trip. You can use it in the Caribbean, in the Mediterranean.
And it's still not too late to sign up for the Norwegian Breakaway, which is August 28th through September 4th. Fall in love with Northeast Cruise. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. It's 7 days, 6 ports, 1 amazing vacation. If you're interested in that, call JBL Legends Travel at 732-831-5200.
Yeah, that's an amazing foundation. So be sure to support them and let them know that JBL Legends Travel sent you, and that B-Dawg and Lou sent you. Well, they worked so hard. They had to work for over a year to get involved with this charity.
Absolutely.
So
and it's near and dear to their hearts.
Absolutely. So if you're not able to go on the cruise, but you decide to donate to the cause, please mention JBL Legends Travel and B-Dawg and Lou on Tiki Man Radio.
Right on. So anybody else got any interesting conversations out there that you may want to share with us, since you've been over there grinning ear to ear for the last 10 minutes?
Well, Eric Smith said he may be in Georgia all week next week. So
really?
Yeah.
Well, that means he needs to stop by and say hi.
Is that northern, northeastern, northwestern? I don't know. What are we from
North
there?
Georgia.
Okay, North Georgia. Is it north, Rick? Oh, Patty wants to go to Venice.
Venice?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We were watching, what did we watch the other day that somebody was going, we've been watching, so there's this guy on the TikTok that is from over there, and he...
Tiki Man says we have a problem. We're TikTok addicts.
And we're late to the party, and it's the story of my life. By the time I think something is cool, it's already over.
Well, here's the thing.
So...
Tiki Man says, you're a TikTok addict, you have a problem.
Yes.
But here's the problem. He's the one who introduced me and said, I was not on TikTok. He goes, oh my God, you got to get on here. You would be surprised what you see on here. And then, of course, I jump on, and then he's like, yeah, it's old news, and he's done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting started. So. But, we've seen and met and made contact with so many amazing artists, even from TikTok.
Brandon Davis. We would have never met Brandon Davis if it wouldn't have been through TikTok. So.
Yeah, exactly. But so the dude from over in England, people suggest things to him all the time, and he's never heard of it because he's not been over here. And he did a video the other day. It was...
I like this guy.
I know. He's hysterical. If I'm in a bad mood, he's annoying, but if I'm in a good mood, he's funny. But he did a little tour of the oldest street in the UK, and it was an old cobblestone.
Went back to like the 1100s?
Yeah. And so I've never been one that wanted to go overseas because I like the fantasy of the safety of the United States, you know? But there's so many cool things over in England that date back to, like you said, the 1100s.
The medieval days.
I mean, it's just amazing. So, Caleb said I sound like my mom.
Hey, Caleb, you don't know the story. Every day I look at her and I just like, I love her to death, but every day she's looking more and more like her mother. She is just starting to act like her mother, and I'm like, Lord help me. And the kids just look at me and say, we told you to run.
Yeah, that is what they say. They have no sympathy for him whatsoever.
No.
People have told me since I was a little girl that I look like my mom, and Mom and I, neither one could ever see it. And as a teenager, I was always like, stop saying that. And then as I got older, I realized it wasn't an insult. I mean, my mama back in the day was beautiful.
Just as you are now.
Aww. That was a nice, you got some brownie points there. But and then when my grandma passed away, I remember telling my mom that all of a sudden I could see all these mannerisms in my mom that were my grandma. I mean, it was crazy. Gigi Ma had all these things she would do with her eyes, and I don't know. So, and Mom started doing them, just, I had never seen it before, that she all of a sudden looked like her mother. So now, Caleb said you're a suck up. But now that my mom has passed, now everybody keeps saying even more so that I have developed the mannerisms and looks on my face and things I say. And
it's almost like that she crawled inside you and you've begun to morph, because literally your facial features changed and they more represent your mom's.
See, I said that about my mom when my grandma passed away too. So.
Yeah, that's kind of freaky if you ask me.
Well, that explains a lot.
I still love you.
I love you too.
Well, hey, as we talked about, we had Brandon Davis on here that we met through the TikTok, and he is all of a sudden now really, really blowing up.
He is. I actually found an older article on him. He was in People magazine.
Oh, he didn't even mention that.
No, it's been probably a year ago. But yeah, he was in People magazine talking about his accident. He was hit. He literally almost died. They didn't think he was going to make it. He was pretty bad for a while. So I'm happy to hear that he's doing okay.
It's obvious that he has a calling and a talent that nobody wanted to go to waste. So he is out there.
Right.
They just had a big spread on the local newspaper, like half a page about him and his music and where he's been and where he's going. And he is definitely going to... I think we're going to see him in superstardom before too long.
I think so.
I feel that. I mean,
he's only got a couple more weeks before he leaves for tour. With Tim McGraw for a short stint.
Yeah.
So,
there's those individuals that as soon as you meet them, there's something different about them. And, and they almost seem more larger than life the first time that you ever meet them.
Yeah.
And he was just he came off very, very polite, very modest, and everything. But there was just something about him that just made me feel like, he's going places.
Yeah.
So, and I wish him all the very best. And then we talked about the top of the show. Of course, we open the show every week with Welcome to the Show with Cody Johnson.
Yeah.
And he's got the #1 Billboard country song this week.
Yeah. And
how about that?
He signed a 50-50 deal. I can't remember what they call it, but he basically, from what I understand,
he merged his independent label with Warner Brothers in like a 50-50 deal. So he still maintains his record label
control,
and creative control of his music, but Warner invested money.
And that's one of those things that is happening more and more in the music scene because, for so long the record labels kind of had, they kind of had control over everybody. And when you signed a record deal, you signed away your life.
Right.
You dressed how they told you. You played what they told you. They chose what songs you were going to record and release and all those things. Well, now that social media has kind of blown up and the internet has kind of taken over and streaming is now, artists don't necessarily need a record label anymore. And so they can now put out the music that they want to put out.
Yeah.
They can grow that grassroots following, just like Kojo and, Tyler Childers and all those guys.
Right.
And so they ended up, now it's the opposite. The record labels are coming to them saying,
hey,
okay, listen, we want you.
We know you don't need us, but we want to get involved.
Right. So if you have a good enough backing and fan base behind you, you have a little bit of bargaining power now when it comes to those big labels. So,
which I guess shame on me. I didn't realize even before he sang that or signed that 50-50 deal, he actually had a gold record as an independent artist.
Yeah.
And that is quite the accomplishment.
Absolutely.
So,
and there's a lot of those guys, just like Slayton and Zach, they're kind of following the same path, getting their music going back to grassroots.
Yes.
Getting their music out there in their own way and doing the things that playing the music they want to play the way that they want to play it and gaining fans along the way. And that's happening more and more in the music industry now. It really has kind of taken a lot of the power away from those big names, because if all you want is to get your music out there, you don't need them.
Right.
You need their money, to travel and do things, but you don't need you don't need them to get your music out there anymore.
Well, and that was exactly what Craig Campbell was talking back when we had him on the show. He was like, that's the only thing you need a record label for nowadays is money. But you have the ability to take complete control of your career and do with your music what you want to do with your music.
Yeah.
And I think that, I'm hoping that trend continues.
Yeah.
That is the future. And I think with that, we're going to see a trend where the traditional, especially in country, I think the traditional is going to come back, because a lot of the guys, there's a bunch of fantastic artists out there.
Oh yeah,
great songwriters, but they haven't gotten the time of the day because record labels have deemed them as not, that's not what's in style. That's not marketable right now. And with the independents out there and the outlets with social media and YouTube and TikTok and all of that, it's the listeners that can say, no, this is what we want to listen to.
Yeah.
And it's left to where everybody gets to pick and choose what sounds good and what's good to them.
Yeah, and there's another gentleman, again, on TikTok, but he's with a band called Pawns or Kings, I believe is the name of the band. He lives out west, and he's got a whole series where he talks about, you don't hate country music. You hate what they're playing on radio.
Right.
But you don't hate country music, because there's so many, just like we were talking about, there's so many artists that are putting out. And we talked about, we touched on it with Slayton and Zach too, with subgenres that are out there.
Yes.
You can find, I've been hearing a country heavy metal sound.
Oh, yeah.
The cosmic sound. What is it? Dirt road. Mm-hmm. Red dirt country, outlaw country. It's become such a huge thing, and I think you're right. I think as time goes on, we're going to kind of swing back to that more traditional kind of sound. Yeah.
I think because the younger kids are just
they're learning Merle Haggard was
learning
cool.
about old Hag and say, hey, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Which Hag was quite the storyteller.
Yes.
So and a lot of that was out there. So hey, real quick before we have to start with our wrap up and everything.
Okay.
I just heard today that do you realize Kenny Rogers died 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And was it yesterday?
I think so.
They just had a memorial service for Kenny yesterday in Atlanta.
Oh, I didn't realize it was in Atlanta.
Yeah, and surprisingly, I found out, do you know who organized that?
Who?
Kenny's former tour mates, Linda Davis and Billy Dean.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did not know. That was a little information. I did not know.
Wow.
I did not know that they were his former tour mates, that they toured with him.
I didn't
I did
either.
not know that, but
nope.
our local classic country station I listen to occasionally, they was announcing that. But finally, after 2 years, because of the pandemic craziness, they finally got to have a memorial service for Kenny Rogers. So
that's amazing, and he deserved it. I mean, he was an amazing talent.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we are getting toward the end of the night, so how about we finished off with one more song, then we'll come back and get everything wrapped up. We talked about him. How about a little Brandon Davis, Ice Cold?
It's been a hell of a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, gone. Been working for the weekend, paycheck to spend, brother, and it won't be long till I'm heading out the door and down the road to a place I always go, where the food is hot and the women are hotter and the beer's always ice cold. Come and take a drink and sit down for a while. We'll take our roughneck, lovesick, broke hard times with a smile, where the neon glows, brother, that's a place I want to go, where the food is hot and the women are hotter and the beer's always ice cold. There's a booth in the back at the Old Town Stag with a name and a funny little phrase. The guy top shelf liquor that'll get you there quicker and put a little grin on your face. Got a live band playing every cover song hit from Hank all the way to Hag. And when they get done playing, you'll leave there saying, hell yeah, I can't wait to come back. Come and take a drink and sit down for a while. We ever take our roughneck, lovesick, broke hard times with a smile, where the neon glows, brother, that's a place I want to go, where the food is hot and the women are hotter and the beer's always ice cold. Here we go. Come and take a drink and sit down for a while, where we take our roughneck, lovesick, broke hard times with a smile, where the neon glows, brother, that's a place I want to go, where the food is hot and the women are hotter and the beer's always ice cold, where the food is hot and the women are hotter. Just take your shot, turn it up and swallow. We're living it proud out here in the holler, where the beer's always ice cold. Yeah! Yeah!
ice cold beer. Mr. Brandon Davis. Hey, we want to thank everybody for coming and taking some time out of their day to spend with us and listen to some great music, some great stories, and we're happy that Zach Chastain and Slayton Dooley were able to join us tonight.
Yeah, I think they're actually still outside at the Tiki Bar playing some music now. Yeah, Uncle Alex and Hippie Chick and Tiki Man were all out there gathered around the Tiki Bar listening to a good show. Yeah.
So that means we're going to work on getting out of here so we can go out there. But before we do that, of course, we have to thank our sponsors. Thank you to JBL Legends Travel. When you're planning your next getaway, do not forget that JBL Legends Travel is one call away from anywhere. Give them a call at 732-831-5200. Thank you to Goaltending Services, GTS Charters, and Key West. When you're going down there to Key West, there's more to do than just sit down on a bar stool. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if you're not getting out on the water, you are doing it wrong. So get a hold of Gypsy and Monty over at Goaltending Services and give them a call at 305-916-0990. And of course, Remnant Stew Podcast. You know, ditch that negativity, dive into the bazaar, learn something interesting for by God. They are available wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, thank you to MFG Records for the Tropical Live Cam here on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube channel here every Wednesday. Hey, we hope you guys have had fun. We've had fun, and we will see you next week. Next week, our guests are going to be the folks from Remnant Stew, so make sure you tune in, and we'll have a great time. So, anything, final words there, dear?
Nope. Everybody have a great week. Take care of each other.
All right. As always, it's last song, last call. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
I know it's been a lot of fun, but the set list is all done. The night was very loud and you've been a good crowd, but you know it's time to run. You've all been very kind, thank you for your time. You put me to the test as I try to address all of your requests for the night. As we look to the moon and the manager's protocol. Well, I don't ever want to end, but for now, my friends, last song, last call. A spirit with his clientele, and the drinks are flowing well. A beer sent from the bar and a healthy tip jar. And some tunes that I can sell. It's been a cool room, but it's ending too soon. And they remember to tip the bartender as they surrender to the tab. And they lip sync to the lyrics that they used to recall. Anytime I gotta say those words, oh no, last song, last call. By twos, some still are dancing in their shoes. I break down the gear as we wind it up here. After the last song that I choose, it's the last rhyme near closing time. The final round poured as I strum the last chords, and the guitar returns to the case. Needless to say, it was a pleasure to play for you all. Here's to toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call. Here's a toast to everyone as I finally say last song, last call.